Okay guys, I'm standing in the Zaldi plot. So that down there is 60 poles. Up there's well over 200 poles. Well, actually 60 and 2, so that's 260. So that's about what we have left to plant. So if we get just the cobra forest in right there, now this is a cobra forest, but I call that the cobra forest. We're going to be at 500 from that little point to that. And they should finish that up within 2 to 3 weeks, completely stuffed and all. And then I'm guessing another on the poles themselves, probably another month to finish stuffing all these up to 6 foot. So we got about, I'm going to guess, to finish all that to 500. The goal would be about a month and a half, and we will be harvesting this stuff in 90 days. The watermelon, the cantaloupe, the potatoes take a little longer. The corn, I don't know how long the corn takes. I don't even think it takes 90 days. And she's got eggplant down there. And then, so I'm standing in the Zaldi plot here, looking at it, and I think I can get an easy 60 to 100 just right here. So with the, we're gonna have to be careful on these, you know, watch, not for snakes. I mean, we just respect the kings and they respect us. But yeah, we'll let me see. I'll just walk one out here, guys. So from that point right there to there, let's step it off and see how many we can get in there. One here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 15 there. So we can go about, say, from right here somewhere in there. 15 times, there's one here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 15 times 7, that's 60. 15 times 7, that would be 30, 60, 75. Another 75 in here. And there's not a doubt in my mind. So that will be up to 600 poles rather quickly. Now, if you just do but all these will be the three plant poles. So you can figure another 3, you know, I think I can get up to 100 pretty easy. You know, go up there a little bit more, thin that out. So we'll be at 600 poles. And yeah, so 600, you figure, you know, you figure 100 poles, 3 plants, that's 300 plants. You know, at 100 poles, another 300 plants on top of. But we did move the goal way, way up, guys. So, you know, we have expanded the goal from, or I personally expanded the goal from 500 or from 1,000. The 1,000 was a long-term goal, 500 short-term goal, which we're going to hit that pretty fast here. Like I said, a month and a half. And then we're going to take an extended break on, once we get this, we'll probably get 600. I'll probably have them do this too. And then we'll take an extended break and build a kubo and get the power in here and probably drill another well. I like that well, but it's not efficient enough. So we'll probably go ahead and drill another well in here. And so we'll have water, good water, and a deep well, of course. And yeah, we'll just take maybe a 6-month, 5 to 6 month break, and then continue on up to 1,000. And that's where we'll be doing the 1,000 up on the Cobra King. I call it Cobra King Forest or Cobra Forest, but we'll be expanding up this way to get to our 1,000 mark. But the long-term goal now is 2,000, 2,000, maybe even more. But that's what we're gonna shoot for. Is I'm going to shoot this whole lower plot. I'm going to shoot for 2,000 to 3,000, and we'll go right up the face of that hill. And anything where we can do it, we'll do a pole, and I'm going to have ear tags on them, cattle ear tags, and we'll keep track of each pole and what we can produce on each pole. And yeah, so it should be a pretty good adventure. I've said it time and time again, guys. Figure about 25. If you get 2 plants on a pole, you can go ahead and figure about 25 pesos per, or $25 USD per pole is what you're going to spend on the poles. But see, I didn't even figure in this here, guys. See, you can get shit. You can probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You could probably do 25 just right here in this little area. You know, even on the bottom of that hill right there. You know, probably closer to 30 right here. You know, another 30 on top of your 100. But that's what you do. You just utilize your filtration. So you want to really utilize that sun filtration. So watch your clouds, you know, when you study. Now, I do believe that front row is going to be too hot the majority of the season, but I will put some cacao trees in right away. In fact, probably within the month, I'll put a row of cacaos right here so they shade, or even figs. These figs, we got plenty of seeds. I'll put it right here, like here, to shade this orchard a little bit. You know, these poles, but because I think these are going to be a little bit too hot. This row right here will be just a little bit too hot. Now, them ones down there are too hot, so we're going to do a row of cacao trees down there, definitely. In fact, my wife's already planted cacaos, but they're not very uniform. I'm going to end up changing that to a more uniform, straighter row. She can leave hers in there too, I don't care, but I want to have I'm kind of a perfectionist, guys. I'm kind of a pain in the ass to work for. You can ask the guys, but you can see everything's just perfectly uniform, you know, with the grid system. They got a little bit of weed whacking in here to do. You can see they did that up there, but a little bit of cleanup, weed whacking. But I want it perfect, man. That's how I am. I mean, you put forth the money to make dreams come true. You want to have it done your way, and you want it done right. So it didn't come without mistakes. We made mistakes, plenty of them. So, but we're down now to doing well. So I got the longer poles going up on the Cobra King forest up there, the long ones. But we'll be at 500 soon, guys. And then, like I said, I'll probably have them do another 100 over there on the Zaldi plot. Whew, man, it's hot. It rained too, and it's hot as a popcorn fart out here. So, yeah, that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. So, and then we're planting vegetables, guys. Right along, we're doing the vegetables. You know, getting them in. But we are late. We're late, about 2 months late, actually, guys, on the vegetables. But it was so very hot in the last 30 days. So hot. We would have struggled with watering. You know, I mean, we had to focus on the vanilla, so we didn't get a lot. But we can still get a good harvest out of the corn and out of everything that we planted. And we are probably going to do another couple garden plots, so we have more room to expand on our vegetables. I'm starting tomatoes and pepper plants at the house, so I'll have probably 30 pepper plants and maybe 10 to 15 tomato plants to plant here. So I love red tomatoes. I love BLTs and anything with tomatoes, man. I love tomatoes. So we will definitely be doing tomatoes. So catch me on the next clip. Ayo. So I wanted to show you guys, because we are back to building poles. We got that 500, that first mark to meet 500 poles. And I was going to show you guys, don't really feel that well right now, so I'm filming myself, Jerson, so no worries. So I wanted to show you guys this expansion on this end up to 500 poles. Well, we only got 167. We're going to need another 100, but we got lots of room to put that. So let's go over here and see that. There's the cocoa harvesters right there. So up here, guys, we're going to be going with another 167 poles with the new expansion, guys. So let's see, you can see out and way down there. So that's how they do the poles, and then they put the concrete in there, and then the grid system goes on the top, the steel. But yeah, there you go, guys. So from here on up there to about that tree, all that over there, up to Cobra King Forest. We'll take a trek up to the Cobra King Forest. Hopefully I don't see a cobra, because I am not armed right now. So if I see a cobra, it's just going to be me and him with no help. So watching very carefully. We did see a samar earlier, which I really wanted to get it on camera, man, but I didn't. That's how it works, though. Look at this water, guys. Look at that water. It just rained. So yeah, up there, we're going to have all this here with 167 to 200 poles. Will get us another 400 vanilla plants, cutlings. So they just started back on it. So that's the goal, to get this in here. And then we got, like I said, 60 to 100 more. It actually puts us over 500. We got another plot going in down here by just below the harvesters down there that are harvesting the copra husks. I say copra for coconut, guys, so you know. Or I say cocoa for coconut. It's not cocoa, it's chocolate, so you know. And then we have another 67. So if we finish this out here, all the way up to the Cobra King Forest, and then we do this down here, I got to be really meticulous with this. There's 60 poles or so down here in this little fig orchard. See the shade? So there'll be 60 poles here in this little forest here. Now I can have poles here, but I can't, you know, I could probably, the sun's just about to go behind that right now. So I can put 60 poles in here from there to here, like 4 rows of 15 or whatever, make 60, and we'll do 60 poles. That should put us on or over 500, and then that should put us sitting very well, guys. We'll just put it that way. And then we will expand. This will probably be like 60 here, and like in here is really good. So we'll put in here, you know, more in here. Now, I don't know what they did there. I don't know if that was my guys. that out of there too. So we're coming up on the troops, guys. The coconut troops. Take two. Hey, babe, how are you? Say hi. Hey, money girl. Hey, Billy. That's Billy. How you doing? Say hi, Billy. So he's from the upper farm, and Jessica, and look at this pile of coconut. Wonderful job. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Pat yourselves on the back. So we're about you probably got about 120, you're about 1/20th done with coconut. You got 19 more times to do. So we got to have lots and lots of this, tons and tons. And then I got the other guys up here. Oh, we got to check in on Jerson. Oh, I thought I heard the rain coming in. Jerson's finishing the wraps up to 6 foot. He did that yesterday. So what he does is just extend the wraps up to 6 foot. So that's what he's tying wraps today. And he already ran the pump and got the water up to the barrels. So he's kind of the pumper. He's actually my driver too. He's the one. If I drive and I get pulled over, I'm going to get a ticket. If he drives, then he gets a ticket. Huh, Jerson? Have you ever got? Hold on a second. Have you ever got a ticket?
Yep.
Yep, we got 2. No seat belts. But yeah, which sucks. Is that right, Jerson? Is that the same as these? Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, very good. So these guys are doing pole prep, guys. So you know, if you don't know, now you know. So this is how we do it. This is how we do it, baby. And that's supposed to be 6 foot. And I don't know if it is or not. It looks pretty close. So yeah, and then we fill that with concrete, and then that holds the post. And then we put the top grid on it and do the wrapping on it and fill it with coconut shell, and then do the base, and then you're ready for a pin. Actually, usually we pin before we even build the base. So we'll do the pin, and then we'll put the base on there. And Jessica and Caroline's been doing all the bases. Mostly Jessica, but Caroline did say that she did it. So these guys can do, how many poles can you do with a bag of concrete? 30? 32. So one bag of concrete, guys, does 32 poles, so you know. And to finish a pole all the way up to like where Jerson's at, it's about $25 all in. So if you want to do a grid system like we're doing, yeah, you're about $25 all in USD. And that might be a little bit lower with the exchange rate. It might be about 24 now because exchange rate went up. But yeah, $25 to $24 all in. No, 25 USD. Yeah, so that's your price per pole. So every pole in here cost about, and that's with 2 vanilla stems on it. So you know, or 2 vanilla cuttings. So yeah, that's what you're gonna pay for. And that's a high estimate, guys. So you might be able to get your steel cheaper. You might be able to get a better deal on the netting. You know, maybe you're paying a lower wage. These guys make a pretty fair wage. I don't see why I should pay them, you know, shit wages when if we're gonna make money, we're gonna pay the help good. So, and most of these guys, except Billy there, he's not part of the corporation, but everybody else here is going to be probably part of the corporation. He may be later, since he's a top tenant. We might even expand up there, guys, and do another plot up there. But we're going to try to push for 2,000, Jerson.
Okay.
That's a lot, man, isn't it? That's 6,000 plants. So you want to do some figuring, just figure out all-time lower than what it is now at like 300 a pole. So 3 times 6, it basically should net you
18.
180, dude.
180.
180,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should net you. That's an all-time low, though. You should never see that. And we got tips and tricks on how to do the bourbon vanilla, how to produce the big fat ones, and make a lot more than your average, your average vanilla. I mean, like a grade A, you'll have a grade A, a grade A plant. So we need to pull this one up and tie it. That's a baby pole, man. Yeah, look at how small that is, man. That's like 5.5 inches. Good Lord. Oh my God. That's what Filipinos always say. Oh my God. So they're gonna expand these. So they'll get about Oh, we'll just say 15 across there, going this. So on with the show we must go, guys. So we'll get 15 to the end, and we'll go 1, 2, that's 30, 60, maybe another row up there, 75. Right here, this will be 75 poles with 2 plants. These are the two plant poles, and yeah, so 75 times 2 is 150. There will be 150 vanilla plants on this hillside here. And then I'll do a brace, guys, from here to here, so the grid doesn't, because gravity and time, it's going to push it down. So I'll do a adjustable brace post down to the ground, and with a collar on it and a shackle, so you can adjust it and, you know, adjust your tension, and it will basically hold the grid at an angle, you know. So all this is going to be braced too. See the grid? You can really see the grid here. I'll try to get it, show you guys. So yeah, you can kind of see how the grid works. Later on, they weren't really good at first. I mean, they weren't doing them very level at first, as you can see. I mean, afterwards, now they're on the right track. See how nice and level that is, guys, the grid? That's how it should look. But when we started, they didn't seem to care. So I had to straighten them out. See the grid? I mean, you can see that one's way higher, and then it's lower and higher and lower. They could have adjusted that and made that a little bit better. But it is what it is, and it's going to stay that way, because I'm not going to disturb the vanilla cutting that we already have the vanilla cutting on there. So it goes all the way over there. You guys seen my grid system, my ingenuity. And I did have a plant I was looking for, but boy, you get lost in this thing fast. Or you lay something down, you lose it fast. So you really got to be careful on your laying tools down and whatnot in here, because you forget what pulls what in here. You get lost in this grid. It's almost like a maze. So what we're going to do to keep track of everything, I'll put the camera back on my ugly mug. What's up, people? So anyway, what we do is, or what I'm going to do to keep track of everything, is ear tag everything. So all these will have a ear tag, a cattle ear tag. It's a big ear tag with a number. And we'll start out with 1 through 500. And then after we get our 500 pulls, it'll be A1 through 500, then B1 through 500, and C1 through 500. So we'll have so we'll be able to keep track of production on each pull. So if a plant's not really producing much or whatever, you know, we get a dud plant that never has produced buds, and we can just get rid of it. You know, we gotta have production on every plant and every pole. Every pole's got to be productive or wive and, you know, grow it because it's pretty. Nah, it doesn't work that way. We got to have it. I think they're going to eat lunch, it looks like, guys. So I will catch you on the next click and on the next clip. And I'm going to do a shout out again to Buy Me a Coffee, because I'm not monetized. And we got Dan and Leslie, we got Darren, we got Stone Cold Steve Irwin, Norman, and Will from the Netherlands. He's new. And I think that's everybody. I'm not for sure. There might be some more. Don't take it personal if I don't grab you guys on there, but we will grab you on the Q&A, and the Q&A will be Friday afternoon, guys. And we're going to do 2 hours of having fun, drinking some beers, and eating some goodies. I really like to thank you guys, because you're a big part of the crew, and also you're repeaters, man. Some of you have donated 3 times. So, and the guys know that. I tell them everything. So they're really appreciative to you guys for doing that. And hopefully someday I will be monetized. I'm gonna probably get try to get some endorsements as we grow the farm, and do some crop, or some, you know, sharing with products and stuff, just to keep the income coming in for the crew. I don't expect you guys to do this every month. If you want it, that's great, but I don't ever think you're expected to do it, or don't ever think that, oh, I only donated this much money, that it's not enough money, because every little bit counts and it adds up fast. So we do have enough for a Q&A again. So we're going to do it, guys. We'll call it the April Q&A. It's this Friday coming up, between, I'm going to guess between 2 and 4 our time in the afternoon. And then we're going to go to a fiesta. And I'm already told the guys that they can take everything down there, and we'll just, like the liquor and stuff, we'll just take it down to the fiesta, because that's how fiestas work. You bring your own drink, food and drink. So they just provide the entertainment and whatnot. So, all right, catch you next clip. Thanks, guys.